Baxter. Igor's still on his New Year's vacation, so what are we gonna build this week?
Joshua, according to the teachings of the Necronomicon, I need a ceremonial dagger. Where do we keep one?
I'm sorry, Baxter. I gave my newest one away and my old one's in storage, but maybe we can do something else.
Oh. What a pity. Guess I can't do any sacrifices today, but can you make me one? A new one? A better one?
Yeah, I can build you a new one. That'd actually be a really fun build, and I love building Evil Dead daggers, so let's do it.
Yay! We'll be able to do all the incantations and the spells. Whoopee! And I bet your subscribers will really like a new Evil Dead video.
You're not gonna read from the book, are you?
Cunda, Estrada, Mantos, Eaglets.
Baxter, no!
Did I say the words right?
This is why we can't have nice things. Let's get to the tutorial.
Okay, so just like last time, we're starting with a scrap piece of wood, and this blade that I got at the Dollar General. I think I got it around Halloween time, and I'm going to trace out where I can put the blade in. I have to Dremel, sand this down, make it ready for, to become a dagger. So using my Dremel tool, I'm going to go into this trace out and give it a little reservoir for the blade to sit in properly, and then I'm going to use the 5-minute epoxy to epoxy the blade in place, and this will be a good starting base for the dagger itself. So mix up the epoxy, put it on in, and then shove the blade in and hold it for 5 minutes. I usually have a movie playing in the background when I do stuff like this. I don't want to be bored. And then after it's all sealed up, I'm going to do some last minute sanding, and this blade is ready for clay. It's air dried clay. I like using this for my Fiji mermaid build, so I'm going to use it again here. And this is the new part of my dagger, because I've never made a dagger out of clay, and this is just going to be the compound that uses to hold the bones, and it's going to give it a really cool organic texture. So I'm going to use my fingers to put all this clay on, and then I'll smooth it out later with other sculpting tools, and this will just be a really good base for all the bones and other textures to be built on. Then I'm going to push the bones in just to give it a, an indent, so I know where I'm going to be placing some of these bones, and it'll help these bones to rest more. And I'll use clay, and I use hot glue to hold some of these bones in place, but I'm using the clay to make it look like if someone had, used this muddy concrete rock-like substance to hold all these pieces together. And there's the skull and some teeth that I'm going to use for the build, and we're going to get ready to shove that on the end and use more clay to build up the texture of the dagger, shove the clay into the crevices, and using other sculpting tools to make this all look organic and fresh and not slapped together. So I use a bunch of tools to make this all look just organic but textured. And then I start adding more bones, and these are all just scrap skeleton pieces that I gathered during Halloween. Usually right when Halloween ends, I buy skeletons and whatnot. And then I primed it with some black primer. I went in with this color for the rock or the mud that's holding all of this stuff in. I don't know what the proper term would be, but it's kind of like this organic compound that's holding all of these bones inside of the dagger or on the dagger. And then I went in with this ivory. I like this ivory for bone. I used it for the Fiji mermaid and for my first dagger. And I'm just going to go in there. I'm going to do multiple layers so it really shines through. And then using some black paint, I went in for texturing, dry brushing, and the dagger looks awesome. I really like how this dagger came out. And then with some spray paint on the blade, I was able to, make this awesome Evil Dead dagger, and I'm really excited how it came out. This thing is groovy.
And there you have it, folks. That is how I built my second Kandarian dagger, Kandarian demon dagger, Evil Dead dagger, whatever you want to call it. This is the second one I've done for the channel. Link to the description down below to my original video. This is such a fun build, and this was it was a fun process. And I actually really like how this dagger came out. the bones, the teeth, the blade, everything looks great on this, and I'm very excited to add another Evil Dead dagger to my collection because this is just such a fun build. I love doing it, and when I have bones just piling up in boxes, you gotta make it into an Evil Dead dagger, or, you know, do something creative. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one, brought to you by Backyard Zombie. So make sure you like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay groovy.
Make sure you like and subscribe for more evil dummies, Evil Dead, and horrifying fun here at Backyard Zombie Productions. Toodaloo!